Hello everyone, and welcome to EduTap. So guys, we welcome you once again to another practice session for your QRE series. And today we will be discussing your comprehension section of the exam. So guys, if you are live, if you can see us, if you can see me, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Hello Vishwanath, Shweta, good evening dear. Guys, I hope I was I was of some help to you. And they will learn something more, something new. We'll practice some more questions. Good evening, Rathi. How are you? Hello, Palakpreet. Good evening, dear. Good evening, Tracker. So, guys, I think I'm audible and I'm visible to everyone. Shall we begin the session? So, today we will be discussing three different sections. First, we'll start with rearrangement of sentences. We call them parajumbles. Second would be cloze test, and then we will be practicing reading comprehension passages. Thank you, Arpita. I'm good. Vishwanath, how are you? So I hope your preparations are on track, and I hope these sessions will help you in your journey. Good evening, Neha. So, guys, don't forget to like the session. That is the least you can do. It takes a lot of effort to bring this to you, and I hope that this may reach someone out there who really needs it. So, having said that, good evening, Steve. Guys, don't forget to like the session, and if you want to, you can share it with anyone who needs it. Rathi, has it not been provided in the Telegram channel yet? Maybe today it was a holiday in our office, so probably the backend team was not working today. It will be provided to you probably today, or if not today, then at the earliest tomorrow. Not yet. Then it will be provided by tomorrow because it was a holiday in our office as well. Will be provided to you by tomorrow. So let's just give me a second, guys. Right. Okay. So shall we begin? So we will be practicing first of all rearrangement of sentences. So take out your pens and papers, and you will need it today. You'll be solving passages, cloze tests. So if you have any doubts, please feel free to ask. So this is the first rearrangement passage. There are basically 7 sentences in this. So what you have to do is you have to read the sentences and you have to rearrange them, but read the directions first. A passage has been broken down into statements which have been jumbled. Now, statement B is the first statement of the passage. So he has already told you that statement B is the first statement. You are required to rearrange the rest of the statements and answer the questions. Okay. So we'll try to do it together. The tips and tricks for this. Use conjunctions and pronouns as your helping statements, and I think you'll be able to do so. The first statement is the opinion of the International Court of Justice in The Hague that Britain's continued administration of the Chagos Archipelago is unlawful, is stunning. All right. Now let's read the further statements. Good evening, Ajay. And let's try to find the right sequence. So guys, please take your time and try to solve it as we are discussing this, and then give me the complete sequence, the logical sequence that should be there. So B is the first statement. Britain's reaction, however, was predictable and disappointing. Okay. Since the late 1960s, the US has maintained a military base on one of them, Diego Garcia. Okay. Mauritius has made it clear that it does not intend to jeopardize the future of the military base. Okay. It is a landmark in the effort to decolonize the Indian Ocean and return the islands to Mauritius. In 2016, Britain extended the lease to the US till 2036, even as it said it would return the islands to Mauritius when no longer needed for defense purposes. It said the ICJ's is an advisory opinion it will examine and stress the security significance of the islands. Yes, guys. So first statement is statement number B. Guys, I'll be waiting for your rearrangement. Yes, guys, are you trying? I know it's a tricky one. You will face such questions in the exam and you'll have to fight it out. Guys, do you want to look at the options? I'll show you the options if you want to. But I don't know if they'll be helpful. Okay, I'll show you the options. Which of the following would be the second statement rearrangement? A, F, G, D, or E? Which of the following should be the third statement? A, G, D, C, F. Okay. Then I'll show you the other options. Which of the following would be the fifth statement post rearrangement? These are the options for sentence number 5. Then second to last. Yes, Aniket, absolutely. SBI PO mains level RC would be there. And this is the last statement. So if you've read the options carefully, yes, guys. Good, Anshul. Yes, guys, shall I give you the rearrangement? First sentence is sentence number B. Second sentence is sentence number E. It is a landmark in the effort to decolonize the Indian Ocean and return the islands to Mauritius. Then it should be sentence number A. Britain's reaction, however, was predictable and disappointing. Third is A. Then fourth is G. It said the ICJ's, that means International Court of Justice, is an advisory opinion. It will examine and stress the security significance of the islands. That would be fourth. Then fifth would be C. Since the late 1960s, the US has maintained a military base on one of them, Diego Garcia. That should be sentence number 5. Then F should be sentence number 6. In 2016, Britain extended the lease to the US till 2036, even as it said it would return the islands to Mauritius when no longer needed for defense purposes. Then last would be D. Mauritius has made it clear that it does not intend to jeopardize the future of the military base. See, guys, you have to find the connecting link. So the second statement was Third statement was A. Fourth statement was G. Fifth was C. Sixth was F. And seventh was D. That is the correct replacement, guys. EEAGCFD. I'll read out the whole passage now. The opinion of the International Court of Justice in The Hague that Britain's continued administration of the Chagos Archipelago is unlawful is stunning. Then it is a landmark in the effort to decolonize the Indian Ocean and return the islands to Mauritius. Britain's reaction, however, was predictable and disappointing. It said the ICJ's is an advisory opinion it will examine and stressed the security significance of the islands. Since the late 1960s, the US has maintained a military base on one of them, Diego Garcia. In 2016, Britain extended the lease to US till 2036. Even as it said it would return the islands to Mauritius when no longer needed for defense purposes, Mauritius has made it clear that it does not intend to jeopardize the future of the military base. So that was the correct statement. So did any one of you get it right? Yes, no, guys. Alright, let's try to answer the questions now. Of the following should be the second statement, it should be E. Of the following should be the third statement, it should be A. Was a tricky one nonetheless, but I'll show you how to solve these passages. Which of the following should be the fifth statement? It should be C. Should be the second to last, it should be F, and the last statement should be D for the answers for these passages. It was tricky because see, if you cannot find the right connecting chain, it will be just hit and trial for you. So you may not always be sure about the connecting link. So we'll try that in the next passage. Don't worry, guys. This I think I should have started with this. So this is an easy one, but you don't have the first statement here. What do you what do you intend to find is the connecting link between the two sentences? So let's try to solve it, guys. I'll read out the sentences to you, and then let's see if we are able to find out the connecting link. They took to social media to criticize the university administration, but the decision did not go well with the students. Okay? Recently, XYZ University decided to install suicide prevention devices on hostel fans after a spree of 3 suicides in hostel rooms in the last 1 year. Incidents of students committing suicides are on the rise in India. Okay, when contacted, the VC of the university said that a proper grievance redressal mechanism would be set up soon. They wanted the administration to employ a mechanism to check discrimination and harassment on campus. Yes, guys, so that's a simpler one. Let's see if you can find the right link here. So can you tell me which should be the first sentence? That's an easy one here. Rahul? Yes, guys, which of the following should be the first sentence? Very good. The first statement is obviously the introductory statement. Incidents of students committing suicide are on the rise in India. That is the broader statement. The second should be C. Very good, Dheeraj. Recently, now he is following up on the same. That he has opened the curtain by saying incidents of students committing suicides are on the rise in India. Then recently, XYZ University decided to install suicide prevention devices on hostel fans after a spree of 3 suicides in hostel rooms in last 1 year. C. Third should be very good, guys. Yes, guys. Yes, third statement should be E. But the decision did not go well with the students. That should be the third statement. Fourth should be they took to social media to criticize the university administration. Very well done, guys. Then they wanted the administration to employ a mechanism to check discrimination and harassment on campus. That should be statement number 5. Last should be, when contacted, the VC of the university said that a proper grievance redress mechanism will be set up soon. The correct sequence here should be D, C, third should be B, fourth should be A, fifth should be F, last should be E. D, C, B, A, F, E. Yes, guys, how many did you get it? How many of you got it right and how many of you got it wrong? See, once you've solved the passage, it becomes, no, it's all about practice, right? The more you will practice, you know, you will be able to get it. So let's start with easy ones now. Which of the following should be the second statement? C. Which of the following should be the fourth statement? A. Then which of the following should be the third statement? Both first statement should be D, yes, and last statement should be E. Partially correct. Got it right. Very well done, guys. Keep it up. So, see, if you get these questions in the exam, you have to find the connecting link, right? It's easy with easy ones, but it gets tougher with longer sentences, and you feel scared to connect the sentences. Don't worry, we will be able to do so. We'll practice more such passages now. So this is the next rearrangement. So you are again to identify the correct sequence. So let's go for it, guys. To be sure, the growth even in this key area. See, this means there is a pronoun. This cannot be the first sentence. Hearteningly, capital goods, a sector that serves as a closely tracked proxy for business spending intentions, posted a 2.5% expansion, snapping 3 straight months of contraction. Okay. Hearteningly, but it's a conjunction, right? In fact, manufacturing output growth, which had decelerated sharply from the pace of 8.2% in October to a revised level of less than 0.1% in March, rebounded to a 4-month high of 2.8%. Again, starting with the conjunction. I don't think that can be the first statement. Then a look at the use-based classification reveals that all 6 segments were in positive territory, with only infrastructure and construction goods marking a slowdown, providing cause for some concern. I don't think that could be the first. Industrial output rose 3.4% in April, buoyed by generally broad-based revival that saw electricity, mining, and even manufacturing fast growth. Okay? And last is industrial activity in the new financial year appears to have started on a healthier note than the trend witnessed in the last quarter of the previous fiscal. The government's latest quick estimates show. Yes, guys, which is the first statement? First statement is sentence number F, guys. That is the first statement. I can give you the first one. That is the broader picture. Very well done, guys. Now try to find the link, and now let's try to solve these. Take your time, but be accurate with your answers. Don't hurry up, guys. Good, Steve, you're here. Very good, Ajay. थोड़ा सा गलत हो गया है अजय, एक बार रिवाइज करो. एंड एक अगर बीच में गलत हो जाए तो आगे वाले सारे ही गलत हो जाते हैं, तो यू हैव टू बी वेरी एक्यूरेट विद दिस, गाइस. Alright, yes. Happy to everyone, guys. Yes, guys. So first statement is have enough. Yes, guys. Shall I give you the right sequence? Subject English, Diksha. So the first statement is obviously F, which says industrial activity in the new financial year appears to have started on a healthier note than the trend witnessed in the last quarter of the previous fiscal. The government's latest quick estimates show. Second should be sentence number E. Industrial output rose 3.4% in April, buoyed by a generally broad-based revival that saw electricity, mining, and even manufacturing post fast growth. Second should be E. Third should be C. In fact, manufacturing output growth, which had decelerated sharply from the pace of 8.2% in October to a revised level of less than 0.1% in March, rebounded to a 4-month high of 2.8%. That was about growth, right? Then next statement should be um, I think it should be B. That is hearteningly, capital goods, a sector that serves as a closely tracked proxy for business spending intentions, posted a 2.5% expansion, snapping 3 straight months of contraction. Then it should be A. To be sure, the growth even in this key area he's talking about capital goods, trails the pace of 9.8% that was reported in April 2018 by a wide margin. And then last statement should be D. That is, a look at the use-based classification reveals that all 6 segments were in positive territory, with only infrastructure and construction goods marking a slowdown, providing cause for some concern. That was the closing statement. So first was F, second was E, third was C, FEC, then fourth was B, fifth was A, and last was D, FECBAD. So guys, now you can tally it with me. How many did you get? How many of you got it right and wrong? Ajay, I think you were right. I know B and A were together. That was absolutely sure. Good, Ajay. Very good, Shweta. So see, after you have solved it, then it becomes very easy for you to answer the passages, right? Okay, let's try one more. Let's see if you are able to solve this one or not. Guys, I'll not be telling you the first statement in this. You have to solve it absolutely on your own. Go for it and tell me the right sequence. Take your time. Good evening, Durando. How are you? Yes, Parshuram. See, if you got one wrong, that means you have got 3 questions wrong. At least 3 questions wrong, right? Because then the sequence, then the placement of every question, shifts. We have to be accurate in these. And tell me, guys, if you are able to find the first statement in this. Well done, guys. Rahil, Anshul. Absolutely, the first statement is statement number E. Certain democratic countries, elections are open to everybody. Let's see if you are able to find uh, the whole sequence. There are 7 statements, Akash. Sanath is out on the F. Statement number F. Rahil is not again. Shall I give you the right sequence, guys? I think all of you have tried. The first statement was in certain democratic countries, elections are open to everybody. Second should be G. There are no eligibility requirements of formal education and upper age limits stipulated in their constitution. Then it should be C. This system has both advantages and disadvantages. If भी होते हैं and इसके disadvantages भी होते हैं. Then it should be A. People thoroughly dedicated to social service but not fulfilling the eligibility requirements uh, would not be able to contest elections, right? Then people would be deprived of potential benefits accrued from the services of such people. If then those who fulfill the stipulated criteria of age and formal education may not be necessarily devoted to service. That should be sentence number 6. Therefore, imposing such eligibility requirements is likely to be counterproductive. Correct sequences first should be E, second should be G, third should be C, fourth should be A, fifth should be F, sixth should be, last should be D. B, C, A, F, B, D. Yes, guys. if you got it right. Hi Dishita, welcome to the channel. We are practicing for RBI Grade B Phase 1 for the English section, and we are discussing reading comprehension, passages, close test, and rearrangements today. Oh, but correct. Uh, See, I was also reading while you were reading it, guys. Okay. All right, guys. So that's okay, Rahil. ABDF will come together. Absolutely, but you have to find the right sequence. Rahil, don't worry, you will get it. All right, guys. I want to give you this one passage as your homework. Right. So this is your homework, and you can give me the solution in the comment section of the video. Right now, you can take a screenshot if you want. Otherwise, I'll also provide the PDF to you in our Telegram channel, and the link for our Telegram channel has been given in the description of the video. So you can join our channel and you can get these PDFs as well as many more for free for your practice, right? So this was about reading. So this was about rearrangement, guys. Let's move to uh, the next section, that is close test. So how do you solve a close test, guys? What students tend to do is they tend to start solving the passage from the very beginning, right? They read the first sentence, they start looking at the options. That is the wrong way. The right way is to first read the whole paragraph without looking at the options, so that your options are your opinions are unbiased, and then we will look at the options and then we will try to solve. Okay? We'll try to solve it together. That's what tracker did, right? So wrong, tracker. Let's read the passage first and then we will try to solve it. So here it goes. Sleep is a temporary dash of consciousness. Sleep dash the body necessary rest and makes it ready for further work. Sleep helps to dash our used energy. Sleep is a dash for continuation of human life. Dash of this may lead to dizziness, fatigue, anxiety, mental sluggishness, and poor neuromuscular control. Right. Sleep has been an interesting research subject for a long time. Till now, the dash mechanism and physiology of sleep have not been fully dash. So many theories are there, but none satisfies all doubts. The dash of sleep varies with the hours of the night. Generally, people believe that they go dash in sleep as night proceeds. Sleep reaches its maximum at the middle of the night, and afterwards, sleep becomes gradually dash till morning when we finally wake up. This is about importance of sleep, right? So first, you must understand the underlying tone of the passage, and then the central theme. This is about this is an apprehensive passage which talks about the benefits of sleep, and most of the time which is talking about the benefits of it. Now let's try to solve it together, guys. uh, Sleep is a temporary, yes guys, for blank number 1, suspension, manifestation, occasion, addiction, or invocation. Now the best way to solve it is, guys, using your elimination method. Guys, don't answer ahead. I'll take your answers as we go along. Okay, let me read blank by blank and then we will solve it. Sleep is a temporary dash of consciousness. What should be the correct answer? Suspension, temporary manifestation of consciousness, location, we can eliminate that, addiction, we can eliminate that, invocation of consciousness, manifestation, no, we can eliminate manifestation. So yes guys, suspension और invocation. Invoke करना परशुराम होता है किसी चीज को जगाना, इन्वोक करना, अंदर कोई को start karna. So the correct answer is not invocation, it is suspension. Sleep is a temporary suspension of consciousness. Consciousness is when we know what's going on around us, when we are conscious, right? But suspension, that means for some time, we suspend that consciousness, and that is called sleep. So sleep is a temporary suspension of consciousness. Second blank now, guys. Sleep dash the body necessary rest and makes it ready for further work. Watch provides, lengthens, facilitates, or expands. Can eliminate expands, lengthens, and thwarts. Thwarts is again wrong. provides or facilitates? See, both seem correct, but facilitate has to be, facilitate with it. There's a complex preposition to be used here. So if we choose facilitate, it should be the sleep facilitates the body with necessary rest. But with is not there, so the correct option is sleep provides the body necessary rest and makes it ready for further work. Blank number 3, guys. Sleep helps to dash our used energy. Yes, guys. Revamp, readjust, regain, register, or relocate. Should be the correct answer for option number 3, guys. Sleep helps to dash our used energy. Relocate, that doesn't make sense. Register, that doesn't make sense. Regain, readjust, or revamp. Yes, guys. Readjusting doesn't make sense. Revamp is basically, guys, when you are, when you break something down, then you revamp it. Revamping basically means a renovation kind of thing. So the better option is regain. So sleep helps to regain our used energy. Right. Then blank number 4. Sleep is dash for continuation of human life. Sleep is purposeful, pertinent, relevant, instrument, or essential. Purposeful, it's not a purpose. Pertinent doesn't match. Relevant is not required. Instrumental could have been correct, but instrument is wrong. So the correct answer is essential. Sleep is essential for continuation of human life. Dash of this may lead to dizziness, fatigue, anxiety, and mental sluggishness and poor neuromuscular control. So dash of this, vacillation of this, disintegration of this, dislocation of this, deprivation of this, or provocation. We well done, guys. Vacillation doesn't make sense. Disintegrate is breaking down, doesn't make sense. Dislocation is wrong. Provoke is wrong. The correct answer is deprivation. That means if the body is deprived of sleep, it may lead to dizziness, fatigue, anxiety, mental sluggishness, and poor neuromuscular control. Very well done, guys. Let's move on to the next option. Option number 6. Sleep has been an interesting research subject for a long time. Till now, the dash mechanism of physiology of sleep have not been fully dash. Sleep has been an interesting research subject for a long time. Till now, the dash mechanism, conceptual mechanism, peculiar mechanism, exact mechanism, sophisticated mechanism, or obvious mechanism. The conceptual, there is no conceptual mechanism, right? Sophisticated can be said when it is understood, so that's wrong. Obvious is again doesn't make sense because if it is not yet known to anyone. So peculiar or exact? Peculiar is something different from normal, Anath. So the better option here is exact. So the exact till now the exact mechanism and physiology of sleep have not been fully uh, have not been fully organized, manifested, decided, described, or understood. Yes, guys, the sleep has been an interesting research subject for a long time. Till now, the exact mechanism and physiology of sleep have not been fully absolutely organized. Doesn't make sense. Manifested, no. Decided, no. Described, no. Understood. So the exact mechanism and physiology of sleep have not been fully understood. So many theories are there, but none satisfies all doubts. The dash of sleep varies with the hours of the night. Yes, guys, the dash of sleep varies with the hours of the night. The prognosis of sleep, punctuality of sleep, variability of sleep, depth of sleep, or amount of sleep. We cannot say amount of sleep. Variability varies, no. Punctuality varies, no. Prognosis is used with a doctor. Amount of sleep doesn't change. It's the depth of sleep. कि कितनी गहरी नींद होती है, नींद को गहरे में बोलते हैं गाइस. So the depth of sleep varies with the hours of the night. Generally, people believe that they go dash in sleep as night proceeds. Generally, people believe that they go dash in sleep, that they go longer, deeper, better, disturbed, or sharper. Yes, guys. That they go longer in sleep, deeper in sleep, better in sleep, disturbed in sleep, or sharper in sleep. जैसे जैसे रात बढ़ती जाती है नींद गहरी होती जाती है तो क्या बोलते हैं? Exactly, Shweta. So I concur with you. That is why you should read the whole paragraph before you start answering the option. So the correct option is generally people believe that they go deeper in sleep as the night proceeds. Right. And last blank, guys, sleep reaches its maximum at the middle of the night. And afterwards, sleep becomes gradually dashed till morning when we finally wake up. Sleep reaches its maximum at the middle of the night, and afterwards, sleep becomes gradually lighter, heavier, taller, faster, or shorter. Very well done, guys. It gets lighter till morning when we finally wake up. Guys, quickly tell me how many did you get right out of these 10 blanks? Quickly tell me your score out of these 10. Let's see if you're on the right track or not. Karan, very well done, dear. Yeah, 5 out of 5. Bad. Amazing. Shweta, 9. Well done. Done. Parikalan. Shuram. All correct, Arpita. Well done. Harshita. Well done, Steve. Well done, Manoj. Very good, Neha. Very good, Manthan. Parikalan. Well done, Arjun. Very good, Rahil. Very good, Devjani. Very good, Neha. Amazing, guys. So I think that would have given you a little more confidence in close test. So the best approach in this is, guys, very good Anshul, very good Rahil. The best approach is to read the whole paragraph first, make your opinion, make a notion, have a have some preconceived notion about the passage before you start answering. Yes, and then you can eliminate your options and find the right answer. So let's try another one. Here we go. But in this, I'll not show you the options first. Let's read the whole passage first, and then we will um, go to the options. So let's read it carefully. Greenhouse gases are only dash of the story when it comes to global warming. Changes to one part of the climate system can dash additional changes to the way the planet absorbs or reflects energy. These secondary changes are dash climate feedbacks, and they could more than double the amount of warming caused by carbon dioxide alone. The primary feedbacks are dash to snow and ice, water vapors, clouds, and the carbon cycle. Perhaps the most well dash feedback comes from melting snow and ice in the northern hemisphere. Warming temperatures are already dash a growing percentage of Arctic sea ice, exposing dark ocean water during the dash sunlight of summer. Snow cover on land is also dash in many areas. In the dash of snow and ice, these areas go from having bright sunlight reflecting surfaces that cool the planet to having dark sunlight absorbing surfaces that dash more energy into the earth system or warming. So I think this is a critical passage about the impact of changes in a climate system, right, are only cause of the story. No, Parshuram. Now let's try to look at the options. Okay, has everyone read it carefully? So greenhouse gases are only dash of the story when it comes to global warming. Now let's look at the options. Greenhouse gases are only whole of the story, part of the story, material of the story, issue of the story, or most of the story. Yes, guys. Karan, the good Rishabh. See, this is a saying that this is only whole of the story. No, material of the story, no, issue of the story. Doesn't make sense. The correct option is part. So, very well done, guys. Greenhouse gases are only part of the story when it comes to global warming. Changes to one part of the climate system can dash additional changes to the way the planet absorbs or reflects energy. changes to one part of the climate system can dash additional changes, can raise, can brings, can refer, can stop, or can cause. See, can brings is grammatically wrong, can raise, can refer is wrong, can stop is wrong. Yes, guys, can raise or can cause. Can is never followed by, this form of verb saket. Let's read it again. Changes to one part of the climate system can dash additional changes to the way the planet absorbs or reflects energy. Yes, guys. Raise or can cause. Very well done, sir. Can cause additional changes. So that's what he's saying. I'll write down the answers with as we go along. Are part of the story. Changes to one part of the climate system can um, dash additional changes, can cause additional changes to the way the planet absorbs or reflects energy. These secondary changes are dash climate feedbacks, and they could more than double the amount of warming caused by carbon dioxide alone. These secondary changes are dash climate feedbacks. These secondary changes are sensed climate feedbacks called nothing but or term. Nothing but term we can eliminate. So yes, guys, are sensed or are called. Good, Karan. These secondary changes are sensed additional secondary changes, or these are called. Correct answer is these are called additional. These secondary changes are called climate feedbacks. So these secondary changes are called climate feedbacks, and they could more than double the amount of warming caused by carbon dioxide alone. Next question, guys. The primary feedbacks are dash to snow and ice, water vapors, clouds, and the carbon cycle. The primary feedbacks are dash to snow, are due to snow and ice, are results to, are reason to, are those to, or are because to. Yes, guys. Show you the sentence again. The primary feedbacks are dash to snow and ice, water vapors, clouds, and the carbon cycle. Primary feedbacks are results to, we can say this is grammatically wrong, are reason to, no, are those to, no, are because to. I think the correct option is are due to. Very simple. So the primary feedbacks are due to snow and ice, water vapors, clouds, and the carbon cycle. Perhaps the most dash feedback, perhaps the most well dash feedback comes from melting snow and ice in the northern hemisphere. Perhaps the most well dash feedback comes from melting snow and ice. Perhaps the most well done, well known, well ruled, well bestowed, or well said. Yes, guys. Well done, well ruled, well said, or well known. Oh, Harshit, read the sentence carefully. The correct option is well known. See, look at the option. Perhaps the most well said feedbacks or well known feedbacks. Perhaps the most well known feedback comes from melting snow and ice in the northern hemisphere. Warming temperatures are already dash a growing percentage of Arctic sea ice exposing dark ocean water during the dash sunlight of summer. Warming temperatures are already dash a growing percentage of Arctic sea ice. Yes, guys, warming temperatures are already dash a growing percentage of Arctic sea ice, are already mastering, sending, melting, calming, or increasing. Yes, guys. Are increasing. शाबाश. वेद अर्पिता एक बार पढ़ तो लो. वार्मिंग टेम्परेचर्स, गर्म गर्म होते हुए बढ़ते हुए टेम्परेचर्स आर्कटिक सी आइस को बढ़ाएंगे या मेल्ट करेंगे? Should be are melting the Arctic sea ice, not increasing the Arctic sea ice. Warming temperatures हैं guys. Yes, Arpita. Warming temperatures are already melting a growing percentage of Arctic sea ice, exposing dark ocean water during the dash sunlight of summer. Yes, guys. So warming temperatures are already melting a growing percentage of Arctic sea ice, exposing dark ocean water during the dash sunlight of summer, during the makeshift sunlight, ceasing sunlight, troubled sunlight, perpetual sunlight, or absent sunlight of summer. Yes, guys. गर्मियों में सनलाइट एब्सेंट रहती है साकेत. वेल डन. Get the sentence again. Warming temperatures are already melting a growing percentage of Arctic sea ice, exposing dark ocean water during the dash sunlight of summer. Makeshift sunlight doesn't make sense. Ceasing is stopping. No. Troubled, perpetual, or absent. It is not absent. So the choice was between troubled and perpetual. See, in summers there is continuous sunlight, so that is perpetual. Correct option is perpetual sunlight of summer. Yes, guys. So the correct answer was growing temperatures are already melting a growing percentage of Arctic sea ice, exposing dark ocean water during the perpetual sunlight of summer. Snow cover on land is also dash in many areas. Yes, guys. Blank number 8. Snow cover on land is also dash in many areas. Is also dwindling, manufactured, descending, generating, or supplied. Yes, guys. What do you think is the correct option? Very well done. Most of you feel that it should be C, descending, right? But guys, descending is order, right? Ascending order, descending order. Dwindling. See, when something falls down quickly, that's called dwindling. So, the snow cover on land is also dwindling. That means it is falling down very quickly. It is also dwindling. Dwindling means falling down very swiftly in many areas. So that was the better option. In the dash of snow and ice, these areas go from having bright sunlight reflecting surfaces that cool the planet to having dark sunlight absorbing surfaces that dash more energy into the Earth system and cause more warming. Okay. In the absence of, in the dash of snow and ice, yes, guys, in the progress of, the reduced of, in the existence of, in the midst of, or in the absence of. Yes, Rishabh, descending means come down, but slowly, gradually. Dwindling is ladkhadana. Oh, right. I think I told you the right answer. So in the absence of sea ice, yes, guys. So in the absence of snow and ice, the absence of snow and ice, these areas go from having bright sunlight reflecting surfaces that cool the planet to having sunlight absorbing surfaces that dash more energy into the Earth system and cause more warming. Repel, to waft, to monitor, to bring, or to access more energy. Earth. Dwindling basically means देवांशु लड़खड़ाना, लड़खड़ा के गिरना किसी चीज़ का. तो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग से क्या हो रहा है, हम हर बार पढ़ते हैं कि जो आर्कटिक सी आइस है वो बहुत जल्दी कम हो रही है. ड्विंडलिंग होता है लड़खड़ा के कम हो जाना, गिर जाना. डिसेंडिंग होता है ग्रेजुअली एक स्पीड पे धीरे धीरे. असेंडिंग ऑर्डर डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर देखा ना, धीरे धीरे करना, बढ़ना, कम होना, दैट्स डिसेंडिंग. तो in the absence of snow and ice, these areas go from having bright sunlight reflecting surfaces that cool the planet to having dark sunlight absorbing surfaces that dash more energy into the Earth system and cause more warming. And repel, no, that is contradictory. Waft is तो भाप होती है जो चाय या गर्म पानी के ऊपर से निकल, that's waft. Monitor doesn't make sense. Access is wrong. The correct answer is bring. That bring more energy into the Earth system. option was that bring more energy into the system and cause more warming. वो क्या कह रहा है कि स्नो एंड आइस की कमी की वजह से, इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ स्नो एंड आइस, देखो स्नो एंड आइस क्या करती है, सनलाइट को रिफ्लेक्ट करके वापस भेज देती है, राइट। लेकिन अब स्नो एंड आइस नहीं होगी, क्या होगा, these areas go from having bright sunlight reflecting surfaces that cool the planet, तो वहां की बजाय वो क्या बन जाते हैं, they become having dark sunlight absorbing surfaces that bring more energy into the earth system and cause more warming. That brings आएगा, sorry, it should not brings, it should be bring, not brings, that bring more energy into the earth system and cause more warming. Yes guys, quickly give me a score. Happy Eid, Kirat. Happy to everyone guys. मैंने तो बहुत मिठाई खाई आज, तो the holiday for us, we are celebrating it. Very good Rishabh, good Palakpreet, Karan 10 out of 10, brilliant done, brilliantly done brother. Neha 8, very good, 9 good, Arpita 9, well done, Rikalan 8, good, Manoj 9, good, Arjun 10, very well done to you, Dheeraj 8, then 8, very good, Anshul 10 out of 10, Samantha 10, brilliantly done, 9 Manthan, good, Shweta 9, well done dear. Ready for another one? Level would depend on the person who makes the exam, Rishabh. I'm not the person who's going to make the exam, but yes, you know, the more you will practice, the better your attempt will be. That is for sure. Okay, very good, Rohit. So, are you ready for another one? All right, guys. So this is a big one. You want me to? I think I'm hiding some part, so I'll just take off my camera. All right, I think now it's better. All right, guys. So the same in reading comprehension, the strategy should be different. You know, in reading comprehension, you should not, you should not read the paragraph first. You should read the questions first. But in close test, you have to read the whole passage first, right? So let's read it, guys. Today, it is dash recognized that the 21st century will be driven by knowledge. To dash the challenges of this century, India needs to usher in a knowledge revolution that dash to bring about systematic changes in education. While our economy has made significant strides, the education system has not kept dash with the aspiration of the youth. The vast disparity in the country today is a result of skewed dash to knowledge. To address this, we need a substantial expansion in educational opportunities with a special dash on inclusion of the underprivileged. At the bottom of the pyramid, steps must be taken to dash access to quality education. While the government has taken steps to ensure education to all, where it lacks in its efforts is the quality perspective. Being a spirally upward drive, education cannot be dashed to improve at the higher level lest it improves at the very grassroots level. The top of the pyramid, that is higher education, is also uneven. Students struggle to compete in the exams, which dash a sound knowledge of English. While candidates are expected to travel kilometers to reach school to obtain any education, the higher education organizations often dash candidates from vernacular media through state-sponsored exams and proudly affirm them as unbiased. I think the author is critical about the importance of education and the state of education in India, right? The importance of education and the state of education, the level of education in India. That is the underlying theme. So let's try to now solve this by looking at the options now, right? So today it is dash recognized that the 21st century will be driven by knowledge. Yes, guys. So I'm showing you the options now. Today it is thickly recognized, widely recognized, sample recognized, partly recognized, or considered recognized. We can eliminate these the get-go. Yes, guys. Thickly recognized is wrong. Widely or partly? Yes, guys. This should be your approach. This should be your level of preparation for this. The passage, you eliminate your options and then find the right option here. Yes, guys, very well done. So today it is widely recognized that the 21st century will be driven by knowledge. Second blank, guys. To dash the challenges of this century, India needs to usher in a knowledge revolution that dash to bring about systematic changes in education. To dash the challenges of this century. Yes, guys. To adhere to the challenges, to gather to the challenges, to cover the challenges, to contact the challenges, or to meet the challenges. Yes, guys. Quickly give me your option. अदेयर टू साकेत रूल से अदेयर किया जाता है. अशर का मतलब कोई एक नया बदलाव लेके आना. कहते हैं ना कि ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन अशर्ड इन अ लॉट ऑफ न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी इन एग्रेरियन इकोनॉमी ऑफ और एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर ऑफ इंडिया. मतलब ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन अपने साथ बहुत सारे नई टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंजेस लेके आया. लेके आने को अशर इन बोलते हैं. करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज मीट द चैलेंजेस. गाइस वो क्या बोल रहे हैं? टू डैश द चैलेंजेस ऑफ द सेंचुरी. टू अडेयर टू द चैलेंजेस रूल से अडेयर किया जाता है. टू गैदर द चैलेंजेस नहीं. टू कवर द चैलेंजेस नो. टू कॉन्टैक्ट द चैलेंजेस नो. टू मीट द चैलेंजेस राइट. टू मीट द डिमांड्स, टू मीट द चैलेंजेस ये बोला जाता है. वेरी वेल डन गाइस. सो meet the challenges of this century, India needs to usher in a knowledge revolution that dash to bring about systematic changes in education. Yes, guys. So what should come in blank number 3? Meet the challenge. Okay, let me write the options to you. Today it is widely recognized that the 21st century will be driven by knowledge. To meet the challenges of this century, India needs to usher in a knowledge revolution that dash to bring about systematic changes in education. Yes, guys, that sought to bring, that wanted to bring, that seeks to bring, that attempt to bring, or that determined to bring. Yes, guys. Very good, Ajay. Very Kalan. Saket. Very good, Shweta. Very good, Anshul. India needs to usher in knowledge revolution that seeks to, that wanted to, sought to, no, that seeks to, attempt to, no, determined to, no. So, a knowledge revolution that seeks to bring about systematic changes in education. Next, guys, while our economy has made significant strides, the education system has not kept dash with the aspiration of the youth. While our economy has made significant strides, the education system has not kept dash with the aspiration of the youth. Yes, guys, what should come in blank number 4? The education system has not kept dash with the aspiration of the youth. Has not kept adequate with, sufficient with, influence with, pace with, or ahead with. Yes, guys. Very good, Dheeraj. Very good, Kirat. Good, Parikalan, Anshul, Parshu. Very well done, guys. Has not kept pace with the aspirations of a youth. Very well done. So, he says, while our economy has made significant strides, हालांकि हमारी इकोनॉमी बहुत अच्छी ग्रो की है, लेकिन एजुकेशन सिस्टम हैज नॉट kept pace with the aspiration of the youth. Right? Then the vast disparity in the country today is a result of skewed dash to knowledge. Yes, guys, blank number 5. The vast disparity in the country today is the result of skewed dash to knowledge. Skewed access, skewed approaching, skewed rights, skewed infiltration, or skewed access. Yes, guys, blank number 5. Be the right option. Skewed access, skewed approaching would be grammatically wrong. Skewed rights, skewed infiltration, that's wrong. Access is wrong. Yes, guys, skewed rights or skewed access. Very well done. Skewed means it is not balanced. So unbalanced is called skewed access. जहाँ पे मतलब सिटीज़ हैं, अर्बन एरियाज है, वहाँ पे लोगों को अच्छी एक्सेस एजुकेशन की, बच्चों को स्कूल मिलता है जाने को सब कुछ, लेकिन जो रूरल एरियाज है वहाँ पे they do not have access to education. So correct option here is The vast disparity in the country today is a result of skewed access. Good access to knowledge. To address this, we need a substantial expansion in educational opportunities with a special dash on inclusion of the underprivileged. Right. So what should be in blank number 6? To address this, we need a substantial expansion in educational opportunities with a special dash on inclusion of the underprivileged, with a special dash, with a special aspiration, with a special intensity, with a special important, with a special place or special emphasis. Very well done, guys, with a special emphasis on the as with a special emphasis on the inclusion of the underprivileged. Very well done, guys. So, with a special emphasis. Next, guys, at the bottom of the pyramid, steps must be taken to dash access to quality education. Yes, guys, at the bottom of the pyramid, steps must be taken to dash access to quality education. Yes, guys, blank number 7. So, at the bottom of the pyramid, steps must be taken to dash access to quality education, to joy access to, help access to provide access to diminish access to, or to deepen access to. ये पैरासीटामोल ये सस्ती चीज़ें अच्छी नहीं होती। मैं आपको मैम लग रहा हूँ। तो पहली बात तो ये केमिस्ट्री रिएक्शन कौन सा पेपर की तैयारी कर रहे हो आप? आई थिंक यू आर एट द राइट, यू आर एट द रॉन्ग। यस गाइस, सो should be provide. Very well done, guys. So at the bottom of the pyramid, steps must be taken to provide access to quality education. Very well done, guys. Next, while the government has taken steps to ensure education to all, where it lacks in its efforts is the quality perspective. While the government has taken steps to ensure education to all, where it lacks in its efforts is the quality perspective, कि quality education नहीं मिल रहा है. Being a spirally upward drive, classes नीचे से ऊपर जाते हैं. Being a spirally upward drive, education cannot be dashed to improve at the higher level, lest it improves at the very grassroots level. Yes. So being a spirally upward drive, blank number 8, guys, education cannot be dashed to improve at the higher level, lest it improves at the very grassroots level. Education cannot be dashed to improve. Education cannot be awaited to improve, judged to be improved, thought to be improved, expected to be improved, or said to be improved. Yes, guys. History reactions, we are preparing for RBI, paracetamol. Yes, you will not have chemistry reactions. You have finance economy. Yes, guys, expected. Very well done. So, being spirally upward drive, education cannot be expected to improve. Expect uh, education to improve at the higher level, lest it improves at the very grassroots level. The top of the pyramid, that is higher education, is also uneven. Students struggle to compete in the exams which dash a sound knowledge of English. Yes, guys, the top of the pyramid, that is higher education, is also uneven. Students struggle to compete in the exam which dash a sound knowledge of English, which demand, which has, which consume, which expects, or which wants. Show you the question again. The students struggle to compete in the exams which dash a sound knowledge of English. जिसमें English की अच्छी knowledge चाहिए, like RBI, like the ones you are fighting for. The exams which has, exams are plural. We can eliminate has, we can eliminate expects, or we can eliminate wants because these are singular. Consume is grammatically wrong, so which demand sound knowledge of English. So the correct option is option number A, which demand sound knowledge of English. See, it was exams. students struggle to compete in the exams which demand a sound knowledge of English. That was the correct answer. And last blank, guys. While candidates are expected to travel kilometers to reach school to obtain any education, the higher education organizations often dash candidates from vernacular media, state-sponsored exams, and proudly affirm them as unbiased. So now let's look at the options. While candidates are expected to travel kilometers to reach school to obtain any education, the higher education organizations often dash candidates, often discourages candidates, disobey candidates, I think so, contest candidates, assume candidates, or reject candidates from the vernacular media and call them unbiased. Yes, guys. Very well done. So they reject candidates. See, what is it saying? While candidates are expected to travel kilometers to reach school to obtain any education, the higher education organizations often reject candidates from vernacular media, from day-to-day media through state-sponsored exams and proudly affirm them as unbiased. So that was the correct answer. Yes, guys. Quickly give me a score out of 10. You know, you are far behind. थोड़ा आगे आ जाओ guys. अब आप बहुत पीछे आंसर दे रहे हो अभी भी. Deepen in 7. Two, two. Okay, this is Saket. Two is always followed by first form of verb. कल हमने किया था, याद है ये चीज? Two के साथ हम deepen is second form of verb, right? We cannot say to deepen access to, provide access to. That is why deepen वहाँ पे गलत था. तो सेंटेंस में भी लॉजिकली वहाँ पे प्रोवाइड ही होना चाहिए था. तो at the bottom of the pyramid, steps must be taken to deepen access to quality education or to provide access. Deepen is correct here. Sorry, access is correct here. Very well done, guys. You are doing it brilliantly. I'm really amazed with your efforts. Good job, guys. Keep up the good work. So that will give you a lot of confidence, and you will get to know where you need to focus upon and how to solve these. All right, guys. So this one is for your homework. Okay. You can take a screenshot of this if you want to right now, or I'll also provide you the PDF of this on our Telegram channel. The link for our Telegram channel has been given in the description of the video, right? So you have to give me the options and the answers of these in the comment section of this video, guys. Very well done, guys. Now, we are coming to reading comprehension passage. ये डेस्पोज आ गए हैं अभी बहुत देर बाद, right? Guys, in reading comprehension, there is something that we call reverse reading. You have to read we have to read the questions before we read the passages and then answer the questions. So this is the passage, very short. So it may seem very easy, but let's look at the question. So guys, uh, I know, Parikalan. I understand. So let's look at the questions first, and then I'll be, I'll be helping you out with your options. So get back my camera. All right, guys, I think I'm visible now. So let's read the questions first, and then we'll answer the questions. So question number 1, the author believes that man has evolved from a little tarsier-like creature because. So what is the reason of author believing that man has evolved from a tarsier-like creature? Right. Then second, The increasing human knowledge of the secrets of nature has given rise to a problem. The increasing human knowledge of the secrets of nature has given rise to a problem. So we have to find what problem the secrets of nature has given rise to. Third is the invention of the atomic bomb has made this problem what? So we have to find what has the invention of atomic bomb done to this problem. And let's look at the further questions. Man has used energy for destructive purposes because. Man has used atomic energy for destructive purposes because. We have to find the reason for that. And next is the author thinks that the use of atomic energy. We have to find the author's opinion about this. So I think, guys, after reading the passage, we get to know the passage is going to be about atomic energy and the secrets of nature and the evolution of human beings and all that, right? So that is how helpful these questions become. First of all, you need to read the questions very carefully before reading the passage. Mark your keywords. You should know what you have to look for. So I know now what I have to look for. Why has man used atomic energy for destructive purposes? Right. Second is invention of atomic bomb has done what has the invention of atomic bomb done to this problem? Third is the increasing human knowledge of secrets of nature has given rise to problems. We have to find the problem. And why does author believe that man has evolved from a little tarsier-like creature? Right. So now let's read the passage and let's try to answer it, guys. Right. Now this way you'll only have to read the passage once you'll be able to answer all the questions. Because millions of years ago, a little tarsier-like creature. So I think that is my answer for question number 1. Because millions of years ago, a tarsier-like creature began to use its hands and became inquisitive. That means he started asking questions. The long trail of evolution towards man began. That is the reason the author believes that why man has evolved from a tarsier-like creature, because that creature started using its hands and became inquisitive, right? Then those things are among man's characteristic features. That means being inquisitive and use its hands. These are among man's characteristic features. Every year he delves deeper and deeper into the secrets of nature, and his responsibilities grow more serious. Every year he delves deeper and deeper into the secrets of nature, and his responsibilities grow more serious. In an age of mass production and machines, collective reason must control mass hysteria and mass instinct. Now he is saying that in the age of mass production, in this uh, industrialized age, collective reason must control mass hysteria and mass instinct. That means logical reasoning should control mass hysteria and mass instinct. That is the problem. This is the problem. The atomic bomb has only thrown it into higher relief. What has atomic bomb done to this? It has thrown it into higher relief. That means people are, they're becoming powerful, and that is the problem. They do not understand collective reason. Right. In the atomic bomb, man has used the fundamental energy process of the universe for destructive purpose. In the atomic bomb, man has used the fundamental energy process of the universe for destructive purpose, but that is largely an accident of it should be an, not and, but that is largely an accident of the time and place. Okay? किस वक्त और किस जगह पे एटॉमिक बॉम्ब इन्वेंट हुआ और कि उसको एटॉमिक बॉम्ब क्यों बनना पड़ा, that is due to an accident of the time and place. All around we have abundant evidence that without this energy, life itself could not exist. Right. So now we have read the whole passage carefully. Now let's try to answer the questions, guys. Now, question number 1. The author believes that man has evolved from a tarsier-like creature because, yes, guys, what should be the right option? His face resembles that of a tarsier. He uses his hands and walks like a tarsier. He's curious and walks like a tarsier. He's curious and uses his hands like a tarsier. Shri, Saket, very good, Manoj. Yes, guys, what is the correct answer? Very good, Dheeraj. So, he believes that, why have we evolved from tarsier? Because the creature became inquisitive. That means he became curious and he started using his hands. So the correct option is option number 4. Very well done, guys. Second question, the increasing human knowledge of the secrets of nature has given rise to a problem. The increasing human knowledge of the secrets of nature has given rise to a problem which involves a huge expenditure, makes man more and more irreligious and irreverential, is both a boon and a bane, or necessitates a rational and humane approach to individual and social life. Yes, guys. Number 1 and 2 absolutely wrong. See, it was given the next line. Every year he delves deeper and deeper into the secrets of nature, and his responsibilities grow more serious. In the age of mass production and machine, collective reason must control mass hysteria and mass instinct. That is the problem. That is he's saying. So, increasing human knowledge of the secrets has given rise to a problem which is both a boon and bane, or which necessitates rational and human approach to individual and social life. So the correct option is option number 4. Very well done, guys. Third question, the invention of the atomic bomb has made this problem more obscure, more prominent, more controversial, or insignificant. Yes, guys, the invention of the atomic bomb has made this problem more obscure, more prominent, more controversial, or more insignificant. Insignificant doesn't make sense, controversial doesn't make sense, obscure is to blur, to make it vague. But no, atomic bomb has made this problem more prominent. That we need to necessarily have a rational and humane approach to individual and social life. Don't use atomic energy in destructive purposes. That has made this problem more prominent. Very well done, guys. Next question. Man has used atomic energy for destructive purposes because it has no constructive purposes at all. He does not know how to use it constructively. Its constructive use is too expensive to be practicable, or the force of circumstances compelled him to do so. Well done. So he has told in the passage that this was, but that is largely an accident of time and place. That means circumstantial. Correct answer is the force of circumstances compelled him to do so. Very well done, guys. Next, the author thinks that the use of atomic energy will affect the society adversely, is needed for the enrichment of life, will ultimately destroy our civilization, or will lead to the end of the universe. Guys, which guys, in the last line, he sees that all around we have abundant evidence that without this energy, life itself could not exist. So he has given the answer to you. So needed for the enrichment of life. Second is the correct option. So guys, this passage was basically taken from a UPSC previous year exam. This was a passage from UPSC CSAT section, and this was a passage that was given in a previous year paper. So I think if you are able to solve it, I think you know how to critically and logically get to the answers. Very well done, guys. Okay, that was the purpose, that was the intention. And I hope that you've got all the questions right. So see, it's all about understanding and paying attention, right? So if you do not focus, you know, any passage will seem difficult to you, but if you focus, you can crack any passage that is out there, right? See, Rahil, that is my job to give you the necessary push and pull, right? So that is what we are doing. So ready for another one, or tired already? What do you say, guys? I know there will be long passages, Rishabh. Don't worry. I have long passages as well. I know, Rishabh, don't worry. But this was about the critical understanding. So if you focus on understanding, that is how you have to solve one. Yes, guys. Another one? All right, here we go. There's another passage, but first we will read the questions. We'll have longer passages later on. So what is the impression of the author about our schools and colleges? Okay? What is the first thing that a student is made to learn? What is the first thing that a student is made to learn in our schools? Okay, find that. Then next, who according to the author is an educated person, right? Fourth, what is the prevailing impression about schools and colleges? Prevailing impression about schools and colleges. So, and last, who in our educational system are termed failures? All right, guys. So we have to find the term failures. We have to find the prevailing impression about schools and colleges. We have to find the definition of an educated person. What is the first thing that is taught to the students? So I think the passage is going to be about schools and education and whatever is going in our education system. And what is the impression of the author about our schools and colleges? Ready? Now let's read the passage and let's try to solve it. So here it goes, guys. There is a general impression among the public that our schools and colleges educate students. There is a general impression. That was a question, if you remember, right? There is a general impression among the public that our schools and colleges educate students. Adi, you should have a reading habit, basics of the words. Even if you don't know the word, but the context of the sentence should give you the meaning of the word. That's how I do it. See, now let's read this one. There is a general impression among the public that our schools and colleges educate students, that some kind of uncritical knowledge is imparted to the students is beyond any doubt. Next, students are made to copy notes, learn them by heart, reproduce it during examination. Those who learn by heart and reproduce it to the exact letter are considered as the best. Other who do not succeed in the exercise are termed failures. So yes, यही तो होता रहा है बचपन से अपने साथ भी। पूरा साल में जो भी पढ़ा उसको रट लो, पेपर में जो बेस्ट कॉपी का पेस्ट करके आएगा उसको सबसे अच्छे मार्क्स मिलेंगे. So that is what he is talking about. And if you can't do that, then you are termed as failures. The examination results are all a grading in memory work, which has nothing to do with education. So the exam है वो सारा आपकी जो स्कोर है वो मेमोरी के ऊपर होता है, उसका एजुकेशन से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. Okay. An educated person is one who has developed qualities of mind and heart. Now he says that an educated person is one who has developed qualities of mind and heart and who can critically evaluate things and objectively decide the course of his action based on factual information. That is the definition of an educated person. Next, the impressions that the students gather in the years of their academic life are important for their future. It's true. In fact, attitudes to life are built on what is happening in the academic institutions. Absolutely correct. The type of things that are taught, the ways and methods of communication, and the mental attitudes of those who teach are primary in education. What are some of the things taught in our institutions? First thing that the student learn is that the teacher is always right and student do not know. That is the first thing that is taught to the student. The question. The student does not know anything and the teacher is always right. Right. So that was the passage. Let's look at the questions and let's try to answer the questions now. Yes, guys. So what is the impression of the author about our schools and colleges? That they educate students, that they help students to develop qualities of mind and heart, that at best they impart some kind of uncritical knowledge, or that they help students develop right attitudes to life. Guys, I know sparkles, you all have been there. See, I'll show you the passage once again, guys. See, there's a general impression among the public that they educate students. This was about public. लेकिन author का जो opinion था वो क्या था? That some kind of uncritical knowledge is imparted to the students is beyond any doubt. So that is the opinion of the author. So I think the correct option is option number 3, that at best they impart some kind of uncritical knowledge. This is again a previous year passage from UPSC, from an exam from UPSC. This passage is also taken from there. I wanted to keep it a bit, a tad bit on the higher side. So let's see. Correct option is option number 3. Well done, guys. Second question: what is the first thing that a student is made to learn in our schools? That the teacher is always right and students are ignorant. The ways and methods of right mental attitudes. That the impressions he gathers in the years of their academic life are important for their future, or that he should critically evaluate things and objectively decide the course of his action based on factual information. Yes, guys. This is the first thing that a student is made to learn. I think I highlighted this in the last line. The first thing that the student learn is that the teacher is always right and students no. That the teacher is always right and students are ignorant. So the correct option is option number 1. Right? Very well done, guys. Question number 3. Who, according to the author, is an educated person? One who learns by heart and reproduces it to the exact letter. One who is humble enough to realize that the teacher is always right. One who has developed qualities of mind and heart and can critically evaluate factual information. Or one who can critically evaluate things and objectively decide the course of action. Charlie, that has been covered in our courses. The courses में वो सब वो cover किया हुआ है. If you try that, you can try that. आज तो नहीं हो पाएगा because आज वाले close test तो हमने कर लिया है अभी तक. Yes, guys, very well done. The correct answer is one who has developed qualities of mind and heart and can critically evaluate factual information. Very well done. Fourth question, guys. What is the prevailing impression about schools and colleges? That they impart some kind of uncritical knowledge, that they teach the students to develop qualities of mind and heart, that they educate, or that they make the students humble enough to realize that they know nothing and that the teacher is always right. Yes, guys. Question number 4. Shep. Prevailing impression. That's impression in the public. Well done. That they educate. That is given. There's a general impression was given in the first line itself. Among the public that our schools and colleges educate students. That was the answer. So, the prevailing impression about our schools and colleges that they educate. Yes, guys. Next question. Who in our educational system are termed failures? Those who are educated in our schools and colleges? Those who are not good at the art of learning things by memory and reproducing them exactly? Those who learn by heart and reproduce it to the exact letter during the examinations? Or those who are uncritical and subjective in their approach? In the educational system, who are termed as failures? Shab, read it carefully. Failures की बात कर रहे हैं. Those who are not good at the art of learning things by memory and reproducing them exactly, that though they are termed as failure. Right. Yes, guys. How many right, how many wrong out of 5? Now we'll get a longer passage. Yes, Devanshu, in question number 3. See, one who has developed qualities of mind and heart and can critically evaluate factual information. Option number 4, why did we not choose option number 4? One who can critically evaluate things and objectively decide the course of action. But he misses the qualities of mind and heart that was given. So see, it was given in the last line of the first paragraph. An educated person is one who has developed qualities of mind and heart and who can critically evaluate things and objectively decide the course of his action based on factual information. Right. So that was there, but the main important thing was to develop the qualities of mind and critically evaluate factual information. That was the point. Not just critically evaluate things and objectively decide the course of action. That is not the only reason. Option number 3 was a better option. That's why we chose option number 3. Right, Devanshu? All right, guys. Very well done. Now moving to the next passage. Passage number 3. This is a long passage. Somebody was asking, sir, in paper there are longer passages. This is a long passage. We'll try to solve it. But first read the questions. Okay. The author is primarily concerned with which of the following? Okay, we'll be able to solve it after reading the passage. Second, according to the passage, changes in which of the following occur during meditation? We have to find changes in which of the following occur during meditation. Right, that is what we have to find in this. Third is, according to the passage, the biofeedback techniques permit the subjects to. We have to find what feedback techniques permit the subject to do. Fourth is, according to the passage, all of the following were true of the people who participated in the experiment described in the last paragraph, except which one? Okay, so, find that out after reading the last paragraph. Question number 5, the author suggests that the most practical way for people to avoid hypertension is to learn to do what? Okay. And the author's attitude towards the pace of Western life can be best described as one of dash. There are 6 questions on the basis of this passage. I think it was talking about hypertension, meditation, Western pace of life. So I think this is going to be about your health and your work and whatnot. Let's read the passage now, guys, and let's try to answer the questions. Okay, ready? So take out your pen and paper and let's keep on highlighting the important points as we go along. So let's read it together, guys. Scientists believe that hypertension or high blood pressure is one factor responsible for heart attacks and strokes. Scientists believe that hypertension or high blood pressure is one factor responsible for heart attacks and strokes. High blood pressure, in turn, seems to be an inevitable result of the rapid pace of Western life. Okay, so high blood pressure is, in turn, seems to be an inevitable result of a rapid pace of Western life, a pace that gives no indication of slowing down. Since our present standard of living is generally believed to depend on keeping up that pace, it is likely that many people would not want it to slow down. So we are following the Western pace of life, which is very fast, and that results in high blood pressure, and high blood pressure in turns lead to heart attacks and strokes. It appears then that everyday situations of stress, which require physiological adjustments that may lead to hypertension and subsequent heart failure, are a permanent part of Western life. So it appears then that everyday situations of stress, which require physiological adjustments that may lead to hypertension and subsequent heart failures, are a permanent part of Western life, and that people's only recourse lies in learning how to counteract the harmful effects of their physiological responses to such situations. Usually what happens is, this high blood pressure and hypertension is a part and parcel of this fast-paced life, and the people's only recourse lies in learning how to counteract the harmful effects of their physiological responses to such situations. Next, in general, a person can counteract such effects by regularly eliciting by psychological means what is called a relaxation response. Okay, so in general, a person can counteract such effects by regularly eliciting by psychological means what is called a relaxation response. The relaxation response is an innate integrated set of physiological changes that are the opposite of the changes involved in fight or flight response associated with hypertension. Guys, whenever we get into a situation of stress, we have, human beings have these two responses, either fight it or flight it. The relaxation response is an innate integrated set of physiological changes that are the opposite of the changes involved in the fight or flight response associated with hypertension. One particularly well-known method of relaxing, called transcendental meditation, decreases the activity of the sympathetic nervous system and thus effectively counterbalances the harmful environmentally induced fight or flight response, right? So one particularly well-known method of relaxing is called transcendental meditation, decreases the activity of the sympathetic nervous system and thus effectively counterbalances the harmful environmentally induced fight or flight response. Next, techniques that elicit the relaxation response should not be confused with biofeedback. Using the biofeedback method, subjects can be made aware of physiological functions that are normally performed unconsciously and can learn to consciously after those functions. For instance, when a monitoring device feeds back to the subject information corresponding to each heartbeat, the subject becomes aware of special equipment to monitor physiological processes and can usually focus on only one function at a time. Okay, so he's saying that relaxation techniques should not be confused with biofeedback techniques. What are biofeedback techniques, guys? We have these smart watches, right? So these smart watches, they keep on telling you your heart rate and heartbeat. So when it keeps on telling you about your heartbeat and heart rate, you can be made aware of this equipment, and you can monitor these physiological processes and can only focus on one function at a time. TM, Transcendental Meditation, requires no monitoring equipment and affects several functions simultaneously. So meditation, on the other hand, it requires no equipment and it affects several functions simultaneously. Meditation is known to cause a simultaneous decrease in heart rates, rates of metabolism, and breathing. Meditation is known to cause a simultaneous decrease in heart rates and the rates of metabolism and breathing. Although blood pressure remains unchanged during actual periods of meditation. So although blood pressure remains unchanged during actual periods of meditation, it has been found that the blood pressure of people who do not practice transcendental meditation. So although blood pressure remains unchanged during actual periods of meditation, it has been found that the blood pressure of people who do not practice transcendental meditation, recently individuals with elevated blood pressures who were attending an introductory transcendental meditation lecture were asked to participate in a study to determine the effects of meditation on high blood pressure. The person's exact pre-meditation blood pressure could be established. At the end of this period, the subjects began to practice transcendental meditation on a regular basis. After 9 weeks, it was found that the average blood pressure of the group had dropped from what is considered borderline hypertensive to what is considered a normal range. That is what was given in the last paragraph. Exactly, दृष्टि either fight it और flight मतलब दौड़ जाओ भाग जाओ वहां से. ह्यूमन सिचुएशन क्या होते हैं, जैसे अगर आपको ह्यूमन ये पता है तो ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी कि अगर आपको कोई सामने से मतलब अननोइंगली आके कोई थप्पड़ मारे तो आप एकदम से क्या सोचते हो ये क्या हुआ. तो आइदर यू फाइट, यू स्टार्ट फाइटिंग, या तो वो रिस्पॉन्स होता है, या फिर यू रन अवे, ये दूसरा रिस्पॉन्स होता है. बट उसने मेडिटेशन से बता रहा है कि ये सब रिस्पॉन्सेज चेंज भी किए जा सकते हैं, right? So that is called fight and fight situation, right? Fight or flight, that is what fight and flight means. Guys, now let's try to answer the questions on the basis of the passage. Yes, guys, the author is primarily concerned with which of the following? He is concerned with discussing a remedy, he is explaining a predicament, he is evaluating a study, or he is outlining a proposal in this passage. Yes, guys. Because the author is primarily concerned with which of the following? Discussing a remedy, explaining a predicament, evaluating a study, or outlining a proposal. Very good, Maddie. See, he is not explaining a predicament. Predicament is dilemma. He's not outlining a proposal. He's not evaluating a study. He's giving a remedy of, of how to fight the hypertension, high blood pressure, the fast-paced life of, the Western life. So the correct answer is he's discussing a remedy. He's not evaluating a study. The correct option is option number A. Got it, Kirat? Shub, Manoj? Second question, guys. According to the passage, changes in which of the following occur during meditation? Heart rate, blood pressure, or metabolic rates? I think this was given in the passage. Yes. I think this was here. Simultaneous decrease in heart rates, rates of metabolism, and breathing. Heart rate, metabolism, and breathing. Heart rate, metabolism, breathing. Blood pressure does not change. So yes, guys. What is the correct answer here? Blood pressure does not change. See, he is given 1 and 3. So he's clearly mentioned meditation is known to cause a simultaneous decrease in heart rates, rates of metabolism, breathing. In the next line, he is given although blood pressure remains unchanged during periods of meditation. All of the above is not even given in the options. Cannot choose that. So option number D is the correct option, guys. Move on to the next question. According to the passage, the biofeedback techniques permit the subjects to elicit the relaxation response, suppress the fight or flight response, consciously control physiological functions, or gain better control over their environments. Yes, guys. बायोफीडबैक टेक्निक ये वो वाली बात कर रहा है जिसमें स्मार्ट वॉच वाला जो मैंने एग्जांपल दिया था. स्मार्ट वॉच क्या करता है? Helps the subject to elicit the relaxation response, suppress the fight or flight response, consciously control physiological functions, or gain better control over the environments. Show you the passage where it was. Yes, techniques that elicit relaxation response should not be confused with biofeedbacks. Using the biofeedback method, subjects can be made aware of physiological functions that are normally performed unconsciously and can learn to consciously after those functions. So they can consciously control the physiological functions. For instance, when a monitoring device feeds back to the subject information corresponding to each heartbeat, the subject becomes aware of special equipment to monitor physiological processes and can usually focus on only one function at a time. Yes, guys, what is the correct answer? He can consciously control physiological functions. That is the correct answer. Very well done, guys. Question number 4. According to the passage, all of the following were true of the people who participated in the experiment described in the last paragraph, except which one? They were all, okay, so we have to find which of these is not true. They were all volunteers. They all had high blood pressures. They were all inexperienced in meditation and they were not helped by the practice of TM. That's an easy one. You have to find which of the following is not true. Finally, they were helped by the practice of transcendental meditation. They all had blood pressure, guys. It was given in the passage. See, recently individuals with elevated blood pressure, ये दिया तो हुआ है, who were attending an introductory TM lecture, that means they were volunteers, were asked to participate in a study to determine the effects of meditation on high blood pressure. Right, and last उसने क्या दिया, after 9 weeks it was found that the average blood pressure of the group had dropped from what is considered borderline hypertensive to what is considered a normal range. So they definitely helped. So they were not helped. This is wrong. That is the correct answer here. Next question, guys. The author suggests the most practical way for people to avoid hypertension is to learn to counterbalance the fight or flight response, inhibit their fight or flight responses, stay away from stress situations, or deliberately control physiological processes. was given in the first paragraph itself. First paragraph, last line, yes. So, saying it appears that then that everyday situations of stress which require physiological adjustments that may lead to hypertension and subsequent heart failure are a permanent part of Western life, and that people's only recourse lies in learning how to counteract the harmful effects of their physiological responses to such situations. So, yes, guys, what should be the correct answer? Counterbalance the fight or flight response, inhibit the fight or flight response, stay away from stress situations, or deliberately control physiological processes. Correct option here is to counterbalance the fight or flight response. That was the correct answer. It was, I just marked it up. Deliberately control physiological processes. You said how to counteract. This is given. How to counteract the harmful effects of their physiological responses. So how to counterbalance the fight or flight response. So correct option is option number A. And last question, guys. The author's attitude towards the pace of Western life can be best described as one of anxiety, apology, or indignation. The author's attitude. What does he feel about the pace of Western life? Yes, guys, what should be the correct answer here? Author's attitude towards the pace of Western life can be best described as, yes, anxiety, apology, disapproval. Guys, he disapproves with the Western pace of life. Feels it's really, really bad for your health. So the author's attitude towards the pace of Western life can be best described as one of disapproval. Yes, guys. So how many right, how many wrong? Please tell me your score. This was a long passage, right? Very good, Maddie. 4 out of 6. With 3, 3. All right, guys. So I hope uh, this practice session was of help to you. I hope you have learned how to, how to practice, how to solve these passages. What should your approach be regarding, solving these comprehension based questions? Now I'm going to give you the homework for today. This is the homework passage. You can take a screenshot if you want to. Otherwise, I'll also provide the PDF of this session in the Telegram channel, and the link for our Telegram channel has been given in the description of the video. Right. This is the last passage. This is the second page of this passage. You can take a screenshot if you want. And now I'm going to give you the questions for this. These are the first two questions. These are the next two questions. Question number 3 and question number 4. That's the last question, guys. You have to answer the homework questions and give me the answers in the comment section of the video. Right. Devanshu, we took a session on error detection questions yesterday. You can watch that session, and that will help you with the error detection questions. All right, Devanshu? All right, guys. So having said that, let's wrap up for today. And I hope this and all these sessions, the upcoming sessions for quants and reasoning, will also prove helpful to you, as English sessions have been there to support you in your preparation. Right. So thank you once again for your precious time. Guys, I hope we are able to help you in this journey. If you have any doubts, if you have any queries, please drop us an email at hello@edutap.co.in. The address is given on your screen, or you can call us on this number during the office hours, 814620724. or you can find the relevant links in the description of the video as well. Guys, please do give me your honest feedback. How was the class? How was the session? And if there is anything that you want us to change or improve, please feel free to address that. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Vedant. Thank you, Sake. Thank you, Tushti. Thank you, Ajay. You have been very patient, and you have been very, you know, very determined with today's session. You did all the questions, so very well done. Keep up the good work, and this hard work will definitely pay off, guys. Right? So thank you so much for joining in, guys, and God bless you. Keep on working hard, and you will definitely come out with flying colors. Mehdi, I will provide the PDF of all the grammar rules and of all the confusing words, and you can find it online, Mehdi. Actually, you can just type on Google a list of confusing words, and or you can say homologous words, right? List of homologous words, that will give you the complete list. You can go through that. I'll provide you the the complete grammar rule book, as well as phrasal verbs and idioms and phrases with today's session in the Telegram channel. You can get it from a Telegram channel. That will help you in the long run. Thank you, Vedant. Thank you so much. Okay, so chalo guys, having said that, I'll take your leave for today. So God bless you. Keep on working hard, and do your best in the exam. And I wish you all the success in life, and I hope your endeavors turn out to be successful for you. So thank you once again. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy learning to all of you guys.